All right, so everything that we've covered up to this point, will, trust, guardianship, advanced healthcare directive, HIPAA authorization, power of attorney, those are all generally included within an estate planning package. So if you go to an attorney and you say, I want a trust-based estate plan, all of these components are generally included. Now, I'm going to link below these videos, below probably the prior videos, there is a place where you can go online. These are companies online that will provide simple versions of all these in a package. It's much more cost effective than visiting with an attorney and having them do it. And I've used them, or clients have used them, and they're good. So I'm going to link to those where you can get all these documents in a package done. It takes you about 15 minutes to fill out the names. You can print them out, go sign them and execute them, get them notarized, and then be on your way. Okay, so this can be very easy to take care of. It does not have to be complicated. If you have a more complicated situation where you have some specific aspects of your situation you may want to make sure are addressed, then you should probably go speak to an attorney and have them do these in a custom. If your situation is simple and you're young, you just want something in place, the websites can be fine, these online businesses. But if you have a specific situation, probably go see an attorney and consult with them about your specific details, okay? That's what they're there for, and they're well worth the money. That said, you can always amend these documents later, okay? None of these are permanent. So you can decide on something now and get something in place. In 10 or 20 years, maybe this changes. You can amend it at that point. Maybe you get the easy templates now, but later you go visit an attorney and say, hey, I actually need to rework some things. I have some specifics. My situation's changed, right? You can always do that at any point, okay? So all of those are usually included. This last document is typically not included. This is kind of a separate thing, but I think it's really important, especially when you're young and have minor children. This is the child medical consent form. What this is you are granting authority for somebody else to access medical treatment for your child. The most common scenario where this is used is, let's say you and your spouse decide to go on a couple's trip, right? Want to go down to Mexico, spend some time without the kiddos. We're going to leave the kids with the grandparents. We're going to leave them with, my brother or sister or whatever. So while you're gone and somebody else is watching your kids for a week or 2 weeks or whatever, if something happens to your child or children and they need medical treatment, the people watching your kids are not authorized to seek that medical treatment. Okay, they're not the legal guardian. They have no right to do it. If it's an emergency, then generally they're going to get care either way, right? The emergency room really doesn't turn down people in very serious circumstances. But they might not be able to access treatment or make decisions for your child. And what if they're not able to reach you? What if you don't have cell service? What if they can't reach you because for whatever other reason? So obviously they would probably try and reach you if something happened. They would call and say, hey, what do you want us to do? But if they can't reach you, you want them to be able to act in the best interest of your child or children if they need medical attention. So this is a simple form that basically says, I, Dave Lowell, grant authority to so-and-so and so-and-so to seek medical treatment on behalf of my children. And you list out the children and you put the dates of when this document is effective, and then you sign and date it. Very simple. You can write it up on your own. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. There are a lot of templates online as well. You can go and just download and fill in the details. Okay, so that's a document you would leave with whoever's watching your kids. I would typically also leave like a health insurance card, right? So they can build health insurance appropriately and take care of all that hassle. So I would typically leave the letter, that document, health insurance card with whoever's watching my kids. And you would do it for that time period, like from this day to this day, while we're on vacation, basically. So it's not a document that's going to live forever or is binding over the long term or anything like that. So every time you do this, let's say you go 1 year and you do the document, maybe you have grandparents watching the kids. A couple years later, you go again and you have a sibling watching the kids. You just do a new document, new dates, new people, and then hand that over. Okay, so it's really simple. It's easy to take care of. But again, it's just one of those additional protections against what if something happens. You can kind of rest easy and, hey, they can get appropriate medical care, make decisions. If they can reach us, great, we can make the decisions. If not, then they can go get care to take care of our kids. Okay, so that's a child medical consent form, and that kind of wraps up all of these main estate planning documents that I wanted to discuss. See you guys in the next video.
Let's keep protecting what matters most.